Hey, what's up, tubers? This is the SHTF Hunter. On today's video, I was inspired by Fernando, the modern survivalist. Is the name of his channel. He's from Argentina. He's talking about Argentina's economic collapse, and I can tell you from experience, I've never really, experienced the economic collapse, but I did kind of grow up a little on the poor side, I guess you'd say. But and his video spurred from a Wrangler Star video where he was talking about the 5 most valuable tools during the economic collapse. And he did a reaction video to Wrangler Star, and he was right about Wrangler Star's video. He was just way out in left field. The tools he picked would be good if he was trying to survive back in the 1800s, but this day and age, they was pretty much useless, I think. But anyway, so I want to give you my top 5 picks and of tools I think are the most valuable. I think the first 3 are, I'm assuming, your shelter. Your home isn't really included as a tool, but this is kind of a why, is it tools or is it items? I don't know, but so my first 3 picks is going to be clean water, fire protection, and food. That's pretty much my first 3 picks. And when I say water, like two of my properties have water on them. My home, I have a pretty big pond down the hill from me, so I got water if I need, if something happens, the well don't work. But I need, one of my things I need to work on really is getting a filter, or you can always boil water, which does the same thing, or maybe it purifies. But anyway, so water's probably top priority. Food is obviously a priority. That's going to be, mostly canned food, whatever you can get that'll last a long time. And third, the third I chose, I'm looking at a bartering aspect also. Before I tell you about third, I want to talk about Fernando's video. He chose one of his items is a passport, and a passport isn't going to do everyone, isn't going to work for everyone. I'm guessing he's probably a dual citizen, can fly back and forth between Argentina and U.S. He probably knows people in Argentina or has family there. So it would do me absolutely no good to have a passport during the economic collapse, because I don't know anybody in any foreign countries. I don't speak 2 languages. And another one of his items was currency or money. And I'm thinking, and he said in Argentina they kept a lot of U.S. dollars because it's the world's #1 currency. And so if a collapse happens here in the U.S., that means the U.S. dollar is worthless. So that brings me to barter items. So, and my number 3, I said something about guns. So, so I'm more, guns have always been a trade item where I live. Guns and lots of ammo. You need guns, you need lots of ammo. In my area, guns have always been a trade item. People have traded guns for like old junk vehicles. They need a parts vehicle or something like that. And so guns can be traded for services in this area. I mean, it may not, and I'm sure they probably don't go through the FFL when they do it. And anyway, I made a comment that during the pandemic, the 2020, that when ammo was in short supply, that I traded some hunters I sold hunters some ammo so they could go rabbit hunting, turkey hunting, whatever. One of the comments I got back on that is you should never trade guns or ammo to anyone. But here's the thing, in my community, I'm not afraid of my neighbors, or people around here have strong ties I have a community, and with, you know, there's no cookie cutter 5 items that's going to work. So like Fernando, he chose like a Glock. You know, he may be from an urban area. I'm not from an urban area, so I don't necessarily need, a lot of times I don't need a pistol for protection, because you'd have to be really stupid or do something very stupid for somebody to come after you in this area. So I'm not rather have something I could take a deer down with, you know. And but like I say, guns, ammo are barter items. I'm not afraid to trade, you know, ammo to my neighbors, because they're not going to do anything to me. And so that was 3. So water filter was 1, food, firearms and ammo, and the 4th item that Fernando talked about, and I agree with, is a generator. It's not super high on my priority. I do have a generator, but he specifically said, you know, lean toward a solar generator, which it really depends on where you live. You know, further south or closer to the equator, solar power is probably going to do you more good than where I live here in Virginia. I've heard a lot of people talk crap about solar power in the wintertime. It just doesn't work that well. You got less daylight. In my area, I would probably go for a generator with a huge propane storage tanks in the ground. You know, if he's going to do we call it the whole home generator, and then have your storage tanks in the ground, or, you know, that would probably be the best type of generator for this area. You know, we have some harsh winters sometimes. So that's my number 4 item. The 5th item is something I never hear nobody talk about much, or 5th tool. So we got generator, firearms, ammo, water filter, food. My 5th item is a chainsaw and everything you need to run the chainsaw. A chainsaw you could do with two gallons of chainsaw gas mix will go a long way. You know, in the wintertime where it's harsh, you know, a generator is not going to heat the house very well in the wintertime when it gets really cold. And a lot of people around here, a lot of people burn wood. I burn wood, you know, quite a few of my neighbors burn wood. And so wood is also a barter item. And of course, somebody has to say, you don't want a chainsaw to draw attention. I don't care, you know. Everybody, a lot of people around here have chainsaws, you know, but I think I don't live in the city, so I ain't worried about somebody knowing where I'm at because I hear my chainsaw. But yeah, 2 gallons of chainsaw gas goes a long way, and you know, it goes a long way to heating your home. And it's, you know, during the collapse, you know, everybody's talking about it might be hard to find gas, or you know, but you know, surely you can find a little bit of gas. I've never been through economic collapse, but anyway, so I hope y'all enjoy this video, and I would encourage you. You know, the survivalist community only works if everybody is talking, communicating, and you know, spitballing ideas. And I'd like to tag anybody watching this video to make their own video with their top 5 tools or items to have during the economic collapse. All right. So, you know, in the comments down below, just write your 5 items down there. It'd be good. That'd be awesome. But this is the SHTF Hunter. I'm out.